Make no mistake. War is coming. With all its glory and all its horror.
Apparently she was something else. Before the Zerg took her. Turned her into that.
And Jimmy feels responsible.
Honestly, if we have to face her again, I don't know what he'll do.
Woman like that, there's only one thing to do.
Can you tell me anything about this artifact? Gotta admit, kinda weirds me out.
I haven't been running diagnostics on them or anything. Well, at least not directly, at any rate.
Just spit it out, son.
Well, sir, when the second piece was added, the ambient containment field spiked drastically. I know. If we add any more pieces, we'll need to draw even more power from the ship's fusion core to maintain the field.
So holding these things is dangerous and expensive.
I've done some preliminary studies. Your artifact is a few thousand years old, but that makes it pretty young in xenoarchaeological terms. Most alien artifacts are millions of years old. By comparison, this one was made recently.
It ain't like anything Protoss I've ever seen. But if they didn't make it, who did? I've been hearing strange stories from the crew of late. Unexplained noises, strange visions, voices in the dark. Rumor has it these things are haunted.
Superstitious nonsense. These artifacts are completely inert and they're contained down here in the lab. There is some trace radiation, but I don't see how they could affect things elsewhere on the ship.
Heaven forbid we run across alien tech that messes with our primitive little monkey brains. Just keep a close eye on them, Doc.
Jim, that Zerg woman seemed to know you. She really rattled you, didn't she?
Me and her, well, we go back a ways. She was a ghost once. Back then, we were hooked up with Mengskin fighting to get rid of the old Confederacy. We made a pretty good team.
What happened to her?
She was a casualty of war. No offense, Doc, but I really don't like to talk about it.
I understand. If you ever change your mind, I'm here.
I caught Tychus hacking into our database, sniffing around about Kerrigan. I don't know what his game is, but we clearly can't trust him.
Matt, me and Tychus ran together a long time. Got in all sorts of trouble. When the law finally caught up, he took the rap for both of us. Never once ratted me out. I got a second chance. He got locked up.
I understand your loyalty, sir, but...
I owe him, Matt. Leave it be.
Yes, sir.
Your Mobius buddies ever happen to mention that the Queen of Blades wants these artifacts too?
Hey, they just give me the missions, man. What's it matter anyway? Putting that bitch down would be doing everyone a favor.
I thought it was just about the money with you, Tychus.
Nothing says I can't do my part for humanity and get paid well for my trouble.
Right.
This is Donnie Vermillion live from UNN. Tonight, we're going to discuss the infamous Queen of Blades. Scientists and military insiders have long speculated that the enigmatic alien is, in fact, an infested human.
That's right, Donnie. Is it possible that the leader of the Zerg has a human heart?
More importantly, Kate, could this mean some kind of Terran-Zerg alliance is possible?
Donnie, there's never been any evidence at all to suggest that infested humans retain their free will.
You make a good point, Kate. The question is then, how do we kill her?
That's one I think we all can agree on. If humanity is to survive, the Queen of Blades needs to be eliminated.
My people from Agria and displaced populations from across the sector have all fled to a refugee staging area on Meinhof. There are reports of violence and disease spreading throughout the camps, but the Emperor's done nothing.
I'll look into it, Doc.
Jim, refugee populations from across the sector have been using Meinhof as a staging point.
But with so many people in close proximity, an epidemic of some kind has started sweeping through the camps. Please, my people need help. We've got to do something before it's too late.
So what are we looking at, Doc?
Our readings indicate some kind of bio-infestation is spreading through the refugee camps. Even the buildings are being covered by it.
I've seen this kind of thing before. It's a Zerg virus. All we can do is burn it out. Every one of those infested buildings has to be destroyed.
But where are all the people? Oh no. Those things are infested refugees? This is a nightmare.
Yeah. This ain't good at all.
It looks like they burrow underground by day and emerge only at night. The virus must make them vulnerable to the high UV output of Meinhof's star.
Then we'll hit the infested buildings by day and protect our base at night. Don't worry, Doc. We'll contain this thing.
Alright, so before we start this next mission, we are going to buy one upgrade, and that is for the Marauders we just got, and it is called Concussive Shells. And what it does is it slows down enemies' movement speed, and maybe even attack speed too, I think. But it slows them whenever they get hit by the Marauders. So this is going to be very useful for, well, attack and defense, because, you know, especially against melee units like you see here, it's just going to give them a longer period of time to hit them before they can get to you and attack back. So it will be very good. We are going to buy that. And that's going to be the only upgrade we buy right now, partially because we can't afford a lot of other ones, and partially because I just want to hold off till we get some different units.
Go ahead.
Alright, so here we go. This is, in my opinion, one of the funnest missions in the whole campaign, so I'm pretty excited.
You scared me.
But it is also pretty difficult, actually, and we're going to need to really get everything going here.
SCV ready.
So,
All right, boys.
we're just making a bunch of Marines.
I want a perimeter set and some bunkers in place now.
You going sweet on that doctor, Lady Jimmy. Can't see why else we'd keep fighting for these damn dirt farmers.
So, basic idea is we need to build bunkers here, here, and then eventually down here, and just get ready to hold out and defend. So we're going to fill them with, right now we have fire bats, which is a great start. Whoops, nope, you guys stay over there. I eventually want to get some that have Marauders in them as well, because we have that new slowing grenade ability, which is going to be very helpful. These guys coming. These guys coming.
Now we gotta hold out till sunrise. Brace yourselves. This could get ugly.
You gonna give me orders?
This mission is a lot of fun, but it's also pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. So, top priority right now is just getting these defenses up. And we're gonna build a depot in between to completely kind of wall off this side.
Better be good. Armed and ready. You gonna give me orders? By the number.
We want to keep making Marines
Not enough minerals.
during this whole first night. I mean, even if it means not being able to focus on building our economy up quite as much, because right now we just need to survive, basically. These first few nights are pretty rough. Until you get things really well built up, it's hard. So, we're going to build another bunker. Keep getting Marines if you can. Take one of the fire bats out of here, put him in there. I eventually want to get Marauders in these as well, because they have that new slowing ability, which is really going to be quite helpful, I think, at keeping these guys, just slowing them down. We can mow them down farther. Unfortunately, we don't have tanks yet, but we won't we're not going to be able to get those for quite a few missions. So take one of these guys and send him up here to help eventually
Base is under
defend
attack.
up there. And at this point, I think we can kind of focus on getting more
Base
SCVs
is
out.
under attack.
Is it critical? You rang? Where does it hurt?
SCV ready.
Hey, hotshot. I got schematics to build them Hellions you saw in Marsara. Should be good down there.
Alright, so we got some Hellions now, and these are going to be... These are what they want you to use during the daytime. So, you know, these guys come out at night. During the day, we destroy the buildings, so there's less of them at night. And the idea is that you want to use Hellions because they're quick, they can cover a lot of ground, destroy buildings faster, and, you know, be back as soon as it starts to turn nighttime. That's the idea. But that's not quite, in my opinion, actually the best unit for that. Hellions are nice because they're fast, but the other thing that's fast is Reapers, and that is what we are going to build instead. Because, unlike Hellions are very good against light armored units, which is what these are, but they're not that good against buildings. Reapers, on the other hand, have a bonus against buildings. So that is going to be what we are going to use. You see here, these guys are hardly doing anything against these buildings. All right.
You gonna give me orders?
So, but for now, we're still going to focus primarily on building up our defenses, getting everything nice and solid. We're going to build a second group of bunkers on each side. The other nice thing about the Reapers is here with the Hellions, you need to leave a little spot for them to get in and out. With Reapers, you don't have to because they can jump over cliffs, so we can actually wall ourselves in even better and not have to worry about that.
Additional supply depots required.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
So while our Hellions are out destroying, we are just going to kind of keep building up our base.
What's going on?
Building up our economy. We need to get guys mining Vespine because we're going to need it to make Reapers and everything else. Got to get more supply depots. I'd actually grab a second guy and have him start building supply depots as well.
I'm going.
Nope.
SCV ready.
Nightfall in 30 seconds.
Okay, maybe we can destroy one more.
SCV ready.
Alright, let's get some
Not enough minerals.
as many Marines as we can at least. Alright, pull these guys back to the base.
You should set some guards. They'll be coming again soon.
Get to work on that other bunker we want to build. I'm going to move the fire bats up to the front bunkers, of course.
A unique Zerg biosignature. It appears to be a burrowing creature that is underground during the day and emerges only at night.
Sir, if you kill one of those creatures, Stetman can study it and perhaps learn something.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, ooh, that's not where we want them to be. Back over that way. Fire bats to the front, like I said. And also the Marauder, so we can get that nice slowing effect. Which is not really evident now because these guys are dying so fast, but when there's more of them, you'll definitely notice.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
Been waiting on you.
Alright, then we're going to take these Marines we just built and kind of fill up the rest of these
Base is under attack.
bunkers.
Our SCVs are under attack.
And This side's not quite as well defended yet, so I'm going to move our Hellions over to just kind of help out.
Oh, hell, Jimmy, I don't care for that notion one bit.
Now, at some point, they're going to break through this debris. And I don't think it's this night. But we need to, probably during the next day, start building some bunkers over here. Maybe even break the debris down ourselves and just prepare for it. I think we're at the point now where we want to start building our Reapers, though. And I'm going to build some more supply depots.
Not enough minerals.
I'm going. SCV ready.
Oh, see, look at this. They got a big old mass over here. We had some siege tanks right now. Oh, man.
Daybreak in 30 seconds. Base is under attack.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Repairing that one. We're doing all right.
Don't forget, you have to be back by dark.
Now, one thing that we did do that we probably should not have done was we completely... Oh, well, never mind. We didn't quite seal our guys in. We're going to send out our Hellions again. Keep building up our Reapers, and we're going to rebuild this bunker over here.
Yep.
Fueled up.
And then this side, I'm going to build another bunker or two if I can, kind of back and on the sides. So we got our Reapers, and we're going to send them out. And see, that's what I'm talking about. They can get out of the base just like that. We don't need to leave them a gate. They're just as good at killing light armored things as the Hellions, pretty much, and they do a lot more damage against these buildings. So these are going to be our primary guys that we use. There we go. See? We'll just have some medics back at the base to heal them up at the end. Which we already have medics. So that works real well.
You rang?
Fight fire with fire.
You gonna give me orders?
Grim Reaper has
Alright,
arrived.
get all of these bunkers nice and full. Got more Reapers still. Oh. Alright, we got those guys.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Done. Huh, that's all? All right.
Up here.
On the way. Let's do this.
Nightfall in 30 seconds.
We're going to start building more Marines. And then I'm also going to build those bunkers down below.
Bad news?
Well, I'm thinking about it here. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the point where they break through. When they do, we want to be good and ready.
Who wants some?
Alright, we got to get our Reapers back into the base.
There's gonna be more of them out there.
SCV ready.
Which luckily the way back will be clear because we just destroyed all the buildings there. So, also while I'm thinking about it, let's get our engineering bay out here.
SCV ready. Been waiting on you. In the rear with the gear. It's your dime. SCV ready. Go, go, go. I'm on it. SCV ready.
We're going to get a couple more Marauders to do the same thing we did over here with that slow, but we're going to have it up here and then eventually down in these bunkers. Nope.
Base is under attack.
Yo.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Put a medic up there. Now they have marines, or infested marines, that have a ranged attack, so we want to make sure that we don't let them kill our SCVs.
Time wasted. Why not take
Fire bats as well. And I think we'll just crank out a bunch of marines. Oh, worth noting, we should grab the war pigs at some point. Grab the war pigs pretty much whenever we can, because they're very, very good. We'll send them over to this side, which seems to be getting the most heat. We'll swap out the normal marines in there for the war pigs. Take these guys down and start getting these filled.
Base is under attack.
I think at this point we're going to start
Get some troops down there now.
up here. See, they broke through that barricade. That's all right. We are ready for them. We'll pull a second SCV to help repair.
Daybreak in 30 seconds.
We are at the point where we are starting to get through our mineral. Oh,
What is that thing? Was it human?
Base is under attack.
all right. So that thing at the end was an aberration, and they are pretty powerful.
This is gonna be our time,
But we can deal with them. We just weren't quite. We didn't have quite enough guys in those bunkers. I had a lot of them built, and we held out just fine. But we are going to be more prepared now. Get them filled again. We lost a fire bat and a marauder. Get those replaced.
Additional
Get these
supply
ones manned as
depots
well
required.
as we can.
By the numbers, boys.
I think we're fine up there. Oh, we need more supply depots. Pull a couple of these guys aside. For a minute there.
This better be good.
And just keep moving with these Reapers. It's very important to just keep them moving. I'm focusing a lot more on the base than I probably should be right now. Because, I mean, the more buildings you destroy, the less guys swarm you at night. So actually, if we, depending on where we focus, we can really take pressure off of, you know, certain gates if we want. And, so destroying this side, for instance, like we have been, we're probably going to get a lot less pressure down here, which will be good. But as you can see, they destroy the buildings a lot faster than the Hellions. And they're, in my opinion, just as fast, just as good against those light armored little guys that come out at the end.
Nightfall in 30 seconds.
Alright, nightfall is coming, so let's make sure that everything is good here at the base. I think we're gonna grab... Can't quite get the war pigs yet. Soon.
Death from above.
Alright, we're gonna pull these guys back.
Sure pissed them off. Maybe we should wait for daylight.
Coming through.
Keep your eyes peeled. There's gonna be more of them out there.
Armed and ready. We're screwed. Who wants some? This better be good. Who wants some?
Alright, we're gonna buy the war pigs a second time and send them to support this side, where the aberrations are gonna be coming from.
Better be good.
But now that we have all these bunkers filled, it should not be a huge problem. We got upgrades coming. build another bunker.
Who wants some?
The question is, which side's going to get the most pressure? I think I'll hold off,
Base
and
is under
we,
attack.
after this night, we'll see where those Marines are needed the most. But for now, we're going to use this time to build more Reapers.
Big job, huh?
And some supply depots.
Yeah. I'm going.
Now notice, like I said, up here we're getting a lot less pressure because the guys aren't spawning from nearly as many places over here.
Base is under
This
attack.
side, where we've hardly destroyed anything, is getting quite a lot of guys on it. Actually, I might, on our next day, send the Reapers up here to kind of alleviate some of the pressure on this particular front. So it's kind of nice. You can be kind of strategic and say, okay, where do we need the most guys at? Or most guys not at, I should say. I'm going to build another comm tower over here so we can get an idea of what the movement's like down here. You don't have to do that. I mean, at this point we have a lot of resources. We're holding out fine. This mission is pretty brutal at the beginning, especially on
Upgrade
brutal.
complete.
But you can, once you kind of get your defense built up and you get your Reapers going,
Daybreak
you can
in
kind of
13
snowball
seconds.
your power pretty well. So,
Base is under attack.
hope they're sending a
Base
pretty big
is
push
under
at us
attack.
here.
Depleted.
It's alright, we're doing just fine. One thing I should mention that I kind of was just doing and didn't say anything is be sure to build your bunkers in a shape where your SCV can always reach all of them and still be able to repair it. So, alright, we are going to send our Reapers over this way. They're going to jump over their little cliff there, and actually no, we're going to go down this way, and I'll tell you why. We have a bonus objective to destroy those particular Zerg that only come out at night, and so we are going to try and do that this time. Maybe. We might need more Reapers. We'll see. The nice thing about the Reapers, again, over the Hellions, is that if you're out and about trying to do that, and you can't get it done, or you do it and you can't quite get back to the base, you can find a nice cliff somewhere and have them just kind of hang out and play it safe up there until the next day, and then you can bring them down and they'll be fine. Whereas the Hellions, they get trapped out of the base at night, they're pretty much gonna die.
Good job, guys. This area is secure.
Has arrived. Yes, indeed. Sir.
Crawler.
Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
And we are just tearing through these camps at this point.
Nightfall
Need to remember to
in
keep
30
making
seconds.
Reapers, so that next push will be even stronger.
On the way.
Seriously, you sure like stirring up the hornet's nest. Those creeps are gonna be coming
Alright,
out of
so
the
there's the
woodwork any
first
minute
Zerg
now.
that comes out at night,
We better
and it's
get back
dead.
to the base.
And then the next one's up there. We're actually going to wait until tomorrow night to do that, because I like to clear all the buildings around them first. So we'll bring our guys back to the base to heal up.
I'm going.
We got a nice
Death from above.
group of reinforcing Reapers for tomorrow, and we got more on the way. So we just got to hold out for another night.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Ooh, we are running low on resources. Well, no, we're not running low on resources. We're doing fine on resources, but we're running low on resources we can mine. And there is an expansion on this map that we might go and clear out. I don't know if it's really necessary. It's kind of overkill in my opinion. I think at this point we probably don't need those resources. But it might still be good just to have them there in case. So, after we destroy that other Zerg, or clear the area around it, I should say, we'll swing up here, which is where that expansion is, and maybe just clear it out a bit. But we can mine there if we need to.
Is under attack.
Quite a push coming towards us there.
Base is under attack.
As well as down here from what it looks like on our map. But our walls are holding out fine. Those marauders are slowing them down. See? And then our Marines are picking them off as they try and move closer. And if they do get in too close, we have those fire bats. So we've built a pretty strong defense here.
Base is under attack.
I suppose what we'll do is we'll take this group of Marines, and once we capture that expo, maybe we'll put them up there in a bunker.
Base is under attack.
See, the other problem with taking that expansion up there is then you need to worry about fortifying it with more bunkers, which, I mean, we're getting pretty high on our population already, so we should always be making more Reapers.
Mineral field depleted. Daybreak in 30 seconds. Base is under attack.
Oh, there's those aberrations again. But we are getting to where they are not really a problem anymore.
Reckon we must have killed thousands of them last night. Can't be many left, right? Oh yeah, baby.
So alright, let's go clear some more buildings over this way. That infestor is right there where he spawns, so we're just going to do an attack command in that direction, and these guys will hopefully stay as a group. Or no, they won't. They're Reapers, that's right. But we are at the point now where we are just going to kind of mow over these little bases. These buildings are just going to melt. Again, I cannot stress enough that Reapers are so much better on this mission than Hellions.
Keep it up, fellas. We can stop this.
All right.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Mineral field depleted.
Certainly.
All right, this sector is clear. Nice work, boys. Now move on to the next area.
Going forward here. Actually, at the speed that we're doing this, I think we can
Looks like that sector's clear,
probably,
Jim. Better
well, not
move
do
on
it
to the
all
next one.
during this day, but probably one, maybe 2 more days, and we'll be good.
Agreed. Nothing I can't.
So here's that expansion I was talking about, and we'll clear it, obviously. I don't think I'm actually going to bother building another command center here. I mean, if we really need to, we can lift up our guys, lift up our command center and move our guys out here, but it's really going to be more hassle than it's worth, because we'd have to make a hole in the bunker wall, and I don't think we're going to run out of resources anytime soon in this mission. We aren't really losing guys. We aren't really having to build anything else at this point.
Looks like this area's secure. Keep it up, fellas. We can stop this.
Alright, there's Knight. We're going to go down here and kill that infestor.
Keep your eyes peeled. There's gonna be more of them out there.
Get some more Reapers. There it is. There it goes.
Fair enough. Agreed.
And I might actually just keep these guys out here, if we can get them up on a cliff somewhere where they'll be safe.
Can't handle.
It doesn't look like it.
All right.
Base.
Well, we'll see if we can get them back into the base safely. So we can get them healed up. So I can move that wagon. Might have lost one or two there, but it should be fine. They're fast enough that they can get by with... Oh, maybe not. Okay. New plan. We are not going to do that. We're going to find some nice quiet place, like over here, where they probably will not draw too much attention, and they will just sit.
Base is under attack.
Alright, we are doing fine. Still a pretty big mass up here, though. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. Since we destroyed that base, I wouldn't expect there to be nearly as much pressure on these, this northern wall.
Base is under attack.
A lot of guys coming in down here, though.
Base is under attack.
We could build another bunker over there. No, it doesn't look like it. That's all right.
Base is under attack.
Oh wow, somehow they destroyed that bunker, even though I didn't think there was that much pressure left on this side. We will build another one. And get those Marines from down here up here to help out. Oh, lost our SCV up there. That's alright, we have a few spares. Hopefully I'll send a couple extra SCVs to each area since they're not doing anything else. Don't wander too far ahead out there, Firebat.
Base is under attack.
In the rear with the gear. Kill the bomb.
Base is under attack. Daybreak in 30 seconds. Base is under attack.
All right. We'll just throw a bunch of Marines in there. That should be fine. I didn't build another bunker here. All right, so we got
Let's burn this place before
those Reapers. I'm going to send them back to heal and take this other group we have and send them out to destroy. And then maybe I'll have two groups sweep. I might have them join up again as one giant group. We'll see. Two groups could probably do it quicker. I think that's what we'll do. Alright, I'm going to send them up here. And we'll make this group 2. And we'll send them out to destroy these groups, or these little villages down here.
Sector is clear. Nice work, boys. Now move on to the next area.
Let's do this.
And if we hurry, we might be able to finish it off on this night.
Better move on to the next one.
Or this day, excuse me. Before the next night, that's what I meant to say. Focus the fine crawlers first.
Nightfall in 30 seconds.
Ooh. Maybe not quite this one.
All right, this sector is clear. Nice work, boys. Now move on to the next area.
You're almost done. There's just a handful of infested biosigns left. I'll highlight their locations on your map.
I'm pretty sure this is all of them that's left, so we're just, even though it's nighttime, we're just gonna push. got like 2 or 3 buildings left, as far as I can tell.
I'm going.
Maybe a few down here.
Nothing I can't handle.
Yep, nothing we can't handle. And I'm pretty sure that's the last building there. There we go.
You did it, Jim. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Now I've got to get my people somewhere safe.
Ain't gonna be so easy, darling. This whole sector's crawling with Zerg.
There's got to be somewhere out there the aliens haven't touched. Some undiscovered paradise waiting just for us.